Hello everybody, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Fantastic Mr. Ghost with Fantastic Mr. House over here, staring at me with his eyebrow popped up off his eye there. Yeah, you gotta admit, Mr. House is a badass. I mean, Benny ain't got nothing on Mr. House. I mean, this guy, you know, 263 years old, still around. All right, well, as promised, we're gonna take the Mr. House route, and I went ahead and, oh boy, I've been busy trying to get everything back to where before I told him to pound sand with his chip. You know, I took off with his chip. So I am at level 35. Not too bad, you know. No, not. You know how it is. It gets tougher and tougher. So I got to a point where I need to start working on his stuff, and because I got to get to Caesar, so I have more missions available for more experience, you know, opportunities. Plus, I got to get my lucky shades back. I don't have them anymore. I have to, you know, go get them again. So I've got my skill. Oh, medicine's the only one that's below 80. But I've been working on barter because I want to do the thorn again. Oh my god, I got to do all this stuff all over again, just so we can get this mission line. And then, oh, there might be some. I don't know if I'm going to do this, but there's a fifth option. You can work with Benny to take over the strip. And I'm like, oh. But I'd have to go so far back. I'd have to find that one, the save for that. And, oh man, that'd be kind of interesting though, wouldn't it? But maybe that'd be for another playthrough where I do something, you know, different. I don't know. Hey, Mr. House, let's talk to him.
You've been a busy courier, haven't you?
Oh, I have.
You take your obligation to deliver a package very seriously, an ethic for which I am grateful. I will admit, when you ignored my invitation, I predicted negative outcomes. But you have a way of exceeding expectations, don't you? Well, enough. Let's have the chip then.
All right. Here it is. Oh, wait, I have some. Oh, I think I did this questions first.
I'll be happy to satisfy your every curiosity once the platinum chip has been delivered.
That's right. He's not gonna budge. We need to discuss payments.
Fine. Give me the chip and I'll pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
Barter fitty. It's a start. Yep.
Very well. 5 times your delivery bonus. Not 1 cap more.
There we go. Get some experience. 1250 caps it is. Here. Oh, I can get a better price elsewhere? Let's try that.
How shall I put this? Delivery of the platinum chip is non-negotiable.
I remember this now.
I invite you to think carefully about what you do next. Standing alone before me, surrounded by my heavily armed Securitron guards.
You know what? Your guards don't scare me. Now, we asked this before. Attack me and you risk destroying the chip. Let's do it.
By the time I was 30 years old,
he goes into his diatribe here.
30 times over.
30 billion.
I founded and ran a vast economic empire. Do you really think I'm going to let an upstart come into my home and ransom my property to me? I spent 2 centuries searching for the platinum chip. It's my invention, my property, mine. Now be a good courier and deliver it.
Oh, here, look at this. Yeah, so this is where you end it, right? You're like, nah, I'm not giving it to you. Screw you. So, here it is.
Why, thank you so much. You played that very poorly, you realize?
I did?
You're fortunate that I have a certain tolerance for greed. I expect my business partners to be self-interested, but smartly so.
Well, how is that? What? I didn't see any other dialogues that I could have done there. What does a platinum chip do, which we know?
Some things are more easily shown than told.
Oh, yeah.
Take the elevator all the way down to the bottom level, and you'll see what I mean. Don't worry, you'll like what you see. We have much to accomplish, you and I.
Okay, he's sending me... Oh, we're getting teleported. Okay. Yeah, here's the little display that he has.
To the demonstration area, if you would.
Yeah, here. Thank you.
I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons
I'll take
by
that.
now.
Yeah.
The titanium alloy housing that protects its electronic core deflects small arms and shrapnel easily enough.
Oh, wow.
Its X-25 Gatling laser, produced to spec by Glastinghouse Inc., is deadly against soft targets at medium range. And for close-range suppression or crowd control, the Securitron is armed with a 9mm submachine gun. All of this you probably already knew. What you did not know is that these are the Securitron's secondary weapons.
Secondary.
All this time, my Securitrons have had to get by running the Mark I operating system, which lacked software drivers for their primary weapons. Today, with the delivery of the Platinum chip, all that changes. Behold, for the first time, Securitrons running the Mark II OS.
They're red now.
The M235 missile launcher gives the Securitron the ability to engage ground and air targets at significantly longer ranges.
Oh, wow. Did they load them?
And a rapid-fire G-28 grenade launcher ensures the Securitron is deadly in close-range engagements. The software upgrade also includes drivers for the Securitron's highly sophisticated on-board auto-repair systems.
Auto repair, yeah.
Altogether, the Mark II software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. The city of New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it.
Nice.
Return to the penthouse now. We have much to discuss.
Okay. There we are.
Trips to the basement are rarely so educational, don't you think? I've since broadcast the upgrade to every Securitron in range of my transmitters, and I must say, it's causing quite a stir down on the strip.
Oh, wow. Question mark. Oh, 600 experience? That's it. All right. The house always wins. Number 1. Quest completed. All right. Why show your hand like that? Now your enemies know what you're up to? I think your Securitrons can defeat Caesar's Legion and the NCR. Oh, do you think? All right.
Why would I want to go to war against the NCR? They're my best customers.
That's true.
If their leaders weren't scheming to steal Vegas out from under me, I'd have no troubles with the NCR at all. To secure the future of New Vegas, I must have your assistance. The work ahead is dangerous, but you weather danger well.
I do. Oh, see, I got the Platinum chip back because he's got to get his... we got to get the army up and running, which is Casa. That's what we got to go there now. All right, let me ask you some questions.
What did you want to discuss?
I'm surprised you haven't asked what became of Benny.
That's because he ceased to be relevant when you recovered the Platinum chip. Revenge doesn't interest me. Progress does.
There you go.
Sorry to deny you a moment of primate triumph, but you'll have to go elsewhere to sound your barbaric yawp.
Yawp.
What else did you want to discuss?
How will the NCR defend Hoover Dam?
General Oliver's strategy, or tunnel vision, as I like to call it, has been to mass troops at Hoover Dam. He wants to outfight the Legion in a straightforward slugging match, and then, when they rout, pursue and destroy them in detail. A crushing, decisive victory of this sort would overshadow the tactical ingenuity of Chief Hanlon's defense 4 years ago, you see.
Oh. What's your battle plan for the dam?
A good deal should be obvious to you by now. I won't spoil the rest by talking out of turn.
Oh, interesting.
What else did you want to discuss?
Did you know some of the white gloves are eating people again?
No, I was not aware of this. Is it really so hard not to engage in cannibalism? My goodness. It's a violation of their contract. I authorize you to deal with them in any way you see fit.
Oh.
What else did you want to discuss?
I can deal with them any way I see fit? Okay, well, this is coming up again. Let's ask it. Well.
Yes, of course. But refraining from those dietary practices is a primary requirement of their contract. They've been good to their word. put together one hell of a resort hotel, too. From what I hear, I'd want to eat at the Gourmand every night, if I were ambulatory.
Ambulatory?
What else did you want to discuss?
That's weird. Oh, I should let you know I planted a surveillance device in one of your terminals? Oh, wow, that's the followers. Let's try this.
Yes, I know. It was detected immediately and deactivated, let's see, 39.735 seconds after you planted it. You thought I wouldn't notice? What else did you want to discuss?
He's so smart. Oh! A woman named Emily asked me to bug your data terminals. Oh, let's ask him about
One
that.
of the followers of the apocalypse, I'm sure. They're curious about me. Good luck planting a surveillance device here in the Lucky 38 without my knowing about it. What else did you want to discuss?
That's pretty cool. What are your plans for New Vegas?
I've resurrected Vegas, spirit intact. What I need now is the ability to enforce my rightful claim. Not just against Caesar's Legion, by the way. In fact, the NCR is a more present and insidious threat.
Oh. How do you intend to enforce your claim on the city?
To enforce, one must have force. A position of strength. Years ago, when I detected NCR scouts roaming the Mojave, I could tell from their uniforms that these were no mere tribesmen. I knew it was only a matter of time before an army appeared to take control of the dam, and I knew my Securitrons wouldn't be enough to oppose them. And so I recruited the 3 families.
There you go.
Vegas belongs to me because I mustered enough strength to bring the NCR to the bargaining table.
Alright, wasn't the NCR's army big enough to defeat your Securitrons and the 3 families?
Indeed it was, and still is. But not without taking significant casualties. Would Kimball and Oliver have traded the lives of hundreds of soldiers for absolute control of Hoover Dam? Oh, yes. They weren't afraid of me. They were afraid of Caesar. That attacking me would leave them vulnerable to a Legion offensive. And so they negotiated. Not out of the kindness of their hearts, as they try to make it seem, because the calculus of power left no other choice.
Yep, that's true. So yeah, so fighting House and his 3 families, and you know, pretty much anybody else that would join in, would weaken their position here, because they would take a lot of casualties. Then Casa, or Caesar, he calls him Caesar, would be able to just run roughshod over them, be like, "Yep, all right, they're weakened. Now is our time to strike." You know. So, what were the terms of your treaty with the NCR?
NCR forces were permitted to occupy Hoover Dam and establish a military base at McCarran Airport. Well, it used to be one. They recognized my sovereignty over the Vegas Strip and agreed to supply electricity and water once their engineers repaired the dam. Written into the treaty were provisions that the NCR do nothing to prevent its soldiers and civilians from visiting the Strip.
That way he gets
That's
money.
how I harness the NCR to my endeavor. Their occupation has been the engine of my growing economy.
Yeah, there you go. So he not that was a good deal he made, you know, because he's like, yeah, you can't attack me and try and take over the Strip. You're weakening yourself against Caesar, but I won't attack you. I'll let you have what you want, and now you can, you know, have access to the Strip to gamble and drink, and you have the ladies and all that stuff too. So he's like, yeah, you're funding me now, you know. So it was a good deal. Okay, would you ever go to war against the NCR?
The salient issue is that they will go to war with me if given the chance. There's just one reason why the NCR hasn't contrived some outrage to justify invading the Strip.
Yep.
Caesar's Legion.
Caesar's Legion.
The final battle between those 2 armies is fast approaching. I can't afford to let either side win on their terms. What else did you want to discuss?
There you go. Now we know where New Vegas gets all its electricity. It's from the dam. And 1% comes from Helios. So, you know, well, I fixed it. Oh, I went back and did Helios one, by the way. So, all right, where does...
Hoover Dam,
yeah,
of course. A hydroelectric dam.
Why would that even be
The
a question? We
NCR
know
had
that.
it up and running at 50% capacity within a year of occupying the dam. By treaty, New Vegas receives 5% of its output. More than enough.
Okay.
What else did you want to discuss?
Yeah, why would that even be a question? Because we already know the dam supplies the power for here. Whatever. I guess it's just a way to talk down to the player. What was New Vegas like before the war?
It was a place of splendor. As magnificent as today's strip may seem, it's but a shadow of the neon paradise that was Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I grew up not far from here, and though I traveled the old world extensively, I never found another place like it.
Yeah, you're right about that. How would you say you saved Las Vegas? Wait, you say that you saved Las Vegas. How?
By 2065, I deemed it a mathematical certainty that an atomic war would devastate the Earth within 15 years. Every projection I ran confirmed it.
He was off by 22 hours.
I knew I couldn't save the world, nor did I care to, but I could save Vegas, and in the process, perhaps save mankind. I set to work immediately.
20 hours.
I thought I had plenty of time to prepare. As it turned out, I was 20 hours short.
What preparations did you make to save Las Vegas?
On the day of the Great War, 77 atomic warheads targeted Las Vegas and its surrounding areas. My networked mainframes were able to predict and force transmit disarm code subsets to 59 warheads, neutralizing them before impact. Laser cannons mounted on the roof of the Lucky 38 destroyed another 9 warheads.
Okay.
The rest got through, though none hit the city itself. A suboptimal performance, admittedly. If only the platinum chip had arrived a day sooner.
Oh, so if he had the platinum chip, he would have been able to do it all. Why didn't the platinum chip arrive on time?
The platinum chip was printed in Sunnyvale, California on October 22nd, 2077, the day before the Great War. It was to have been delivered by courier the following afternoon, but by then, the world had ended. The chip contained vital software upgrades, but not just for my Securitrons. Every aspect of the missile defense grid would have been upgraded too. Given that I had to make do with buggy software, the outcome could have been worse. I nearly died as it was.
Wow. So it's funny how he talks about buggy software, and that's kind of how Fallout New Vegas was a buggy software because it was rushed. So how did you nearly die defending Vegas?
Software glitches set off a cascade of system crashes.
Oh.
I had to take the Lucky 38's reactor offline, lest it melt down. For nearly 5 years, I battled power outages and more system crashes until I finally managed to reboot my data core with an older version of the OS. I spent the next few decades in a veritable coma, but I survived, obviously, and eventually thrived.
Wow. Okay. Let's talk about that mission after all.
The next step will require you to infiltrate Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill.
You want me to kill... Oh, well, he doesn't want us to kill him, no.
Absolutely not.
Right.
Caesar is of great use to me.
Exactly.
I don't want you harming a hair on that man's head, assuming you could find one.
Oh, okay. So what do you want me to do at the Fortification Hill?
I want you to open a hatch in the basement of the derelict weather station atop Fortification Hill. You'll recognize it on sight. The hatch bears the logo of the Lucky 38, same as the platinum chip.
How do I open it?
You can't, but the chip can. The hatch will recognize the platinum chip and open sesame.
There you go. What's inside?
Something very important. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Oh, we know
so
already.
So don't bother asking.
All right. I'll do as you ask. What's my stake in this?
I'm not offering you an incentive as crude as money, though there'll be plenty of that. What I'm offering you is a ground floor opportunity in the most important enterprise on Earth. What I'm offering is a future. For you, and for what remains of the human race.
All right. I'll do as you ask.
Here, take the platinum chip again.
I had it already.
You will need it. Upon arrival at the fort, it's likely that you'll be searched and the chip taken from you. Don't worry, it will come back to you.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask you more questions.
Make your way to Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill.
Okay.
Something very interesting awaits you.
Oh, yeah. Now, remember the snow globes. I think Jane here wants them.
Ooh, suddenly I feel all tingly. And I find I've got a rocket launcher.
Ah. Oh my gosh, you look different somehow. Did you cut your hair?
How sweet of you to notice, Sugar. I've been upgraded to the Mark II software, and it's peachy having these high explosive weapons fully accessible.
All right. Now, yeah, there's something about these snow globes. I could have swore that we could give it to... Well, there's a Circuitron we give them to.
Congratulations, partner.
Cool.
The boss has instructed me to comp you to the high roller suite.
Oh, nice.
You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together.
All right.
Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss.
Oh, yeah.
Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
Yeah, I'll have to go in there and check it out. So we'll go to the casino here. Oh, hi, Lily. You gonna come with me now? So we gotta go... Oh! All right. Remember last episode, or the episode before, I wanted to romance that girl at Vault 21 Hotel. Well, guess what? Wrong way again. My strip, Infamy, is back. And I gave her all these suits because I went back out and had to redo the Vault 22 mission where it was the plant vault, and now I gave her all the suits, and she's ready to go. She's ready to go. So I wanted to check that out, and she's over here. I think I might have to do this guy here, Michelangelo. I'll have to check that out too. I might have forgotten him. So I'll go over there and check it out. All right. What's up, girl? Sarah.
Hey, stranger.
Whoa.
Where you been, huh? I missed you.
Oh, boy. Look at this. Yeah, pass by my room and we'll catch up. But I'm going to get the room first.
Having you tonight.
Thank you. I'm ready for it too. The pleasure's both of us. Pass by later and I'll let you in.
You're kicking me into gear, huh?
Yep.
Well, I think I'll drive my chassis over to your pad. Wait for me down there, and don't forget the oil.
Oh, God. That's nuts. Now, wait a minute. Is she not coming? Well, I guess I got to go down there first. I want to check this out because, it's one of those things. You got to have fun in the game, you know? Oh, here it is. Oh, I got in. Okay, you come into the room and you get locked in place. Then she hops in the sack. Ah! It's funny. Let's see what she sounds like. I think she sounds like the Thorn girl. Yeah, I can't remember her name. Oh, that's me. There you go. You're well rested. Hey, Sarah. What's up? Oh, she got dressed quick.
That was something else. I look forward to the next ride. Once I recover, you monster.
That's so awesome. So, this is the room I rented here. Oh, this is kind of nice. Nice. So, yeah, I had to do that. So, okay, there's a stairway here and a long hallway here. So, I got a little confused. And then there's two hallways here. One here, one here. So, yeah, that's the room for Sarah shenanigans. All right, let's go do this chip thing.
Watch your caps.
And upgrade the Securitron army and release it to the world. Alrighty, folks. I got Mr. House here. I'm at the weather station down into the bunker here. And he goes, I see you made to your destination safely. Why did you send me here?
As you know, the Platinum chip upgrades my Securitron's operating software. Well, there's an army of them here.
Yep.
The Securitrons policing the strip are a fraction of the total number manufactured. The rest I stored here. I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary computer. There's a terminal at the other end of this facility. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this screen, I can't control any of the facility's systems.
Aha.
That means I can't deactivate its security bots, most of which appear to be active according to the status board I'm looking at.
What will you do with your Securitrons?
My army will do what an army does best. Defend territory from invaders and maintain order.
I'll upload the data as you ask.
Good. I won't hold you up any longer.
Alright, so we got rads in here. Oh. I gotta take care of these knuckleheads. Oh! Alright. We'll upgrade the army. But I'll take care of the terminals and all the crap that we gotta deal with here. Okay. The creepy Securitron army. Just waiting for the software. And here it is. Bam! Insert it. MK2 software. Whoa. Ooh, listen. It's got that douche. Wow. Is this open? No. That sucks. I wish it were open. Oh. So what you're hearing right now is probably what Kaisar is probably thinking is the destruction of the army, but it's not. Get a few extra points here. So, I didn't know this over here. God, that's loud. Look at that. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, so all these things here, this panel right here, I didn't know it, but you could repair it. And this 1, 2, 3, 4 sentry bots were in there. And those are the ones that came out on me, you know. Oh, here.
Your work here is done. Return to the Lucky 38 so we can discuss next steps.
There we go.
You have a very bright future ahead of you.
Thank you.
Thanks to your actions today, so does the rest of mankind.
All right, let's go. All right, see if Kaisar has anything different to say here.
I felt the ground shake a while
There we go.
ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done.
Yeah.
Let's
right.
press on, shall we? As
Ooh.
I was telling you before, I want Mr. House out of the picture.
Oh, boy.
You have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike back. You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up to you.
All right, Mr. House. I upgraded your Securitrons, and I'm back.
The foundation is laid. My Securitrons on the strip
Ooh.
are upgraded, and those at the fort ready for action. Now it's just a matter of adjusting the attitudes of some lesser groups while we wait for Caesar's Legion to attack Hoover Dam.
All right. Oh, look, it says, I've come to kill you, Mr. House. Attack Mr. House. It's a computer. All right, what's next?
Outside New Vegas, at what was once called Nellis Air Force Base,
Oh.
resides an unusual tribe known as the Boomers. They are, shall we say, aggressively reclusive. They have several howitzers they fire at anyone who dares approach the base.
Yeah, I know.
Artillery of this sort has a range of several miles. If it's going to fire on Hoover Dam, I want it firing at my targets. If not, then I want to make sure that the Boomers don't sign similar treaties to fire their guns in support of the NCR or Caesar's Legion.
All right, well, the Boomers already vowed to help me out.
Well done.
Boom.
The Boomers' firepower may prove an advantage when the battle for Hoover Dam comes around. Your next assignment would have been to investigate the Omertas.
Yes.
But you managed to foil their scheme before I could put you to the task. I should compensate you as though it were an official assignment, however. Wouldn't want to disincentivize your proactivity.
No, don't do that. Ooh, House always wins 3. Wow. House always wins 4. Holy crap. Man, these things are popping. So you could tell that the Mr. House thing was the kind of like the main quest you were supposed to follow. You didn't have, obviously you're looking for the chip. Mr. House summons you. You're like, oh, as a new player, you're gonna come here and go, all right, we'll work with you. But you got the NCR, you've got Benny, you've got Casa. It's crazy. And then there's Yes Man, who you wouldn't even know existed if you didn't get Black Widow or be able to access Benny in his room and then gain access to the back room where Yes Man is. And that's a totally, whoa, that's what makes this game so amazing, is that there's, that I know of, 5 right now, different paths to the end game. Now this is interesting. The Ameritas were clever, but no match for me.
Arrogance was their undoing. There might be a lesson in that. But moving on, your next assignment is to locate and destroy remnants of the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh!
The NCR nearly did the job at Helios 1 a few years ago, but there seem to have been survivors, unfortunately. Given the Brotherhood's fanatical views on technology, they can be counted on to oppose my regime. Please, put them out of my misery.
So, what I'm thinking is I might have to do the Brotherhood of Steel DLC before I take them out, because I don't know how it's going to affect the DLC going forward. So I'll have to look into that before I eliminate the Brotherhood. Any possibility of a diplomatic solution? Of course there's not, but let's ask.
We're talking about a coterie of bulging-eyed fanatics who think all pre-war technology belongs to them.
Yeah.
They'll never accept my using an army of robots to defend New Vegas. While it's a fight I can win, I'd rather sidestep it altogether.
Okay. I'd like to ask some questions. I'll see what he's got to say here, and I'll summarize it.
A few questions, and then you'll handle the Brotherhood, I hope?
That's awesome. I asked him about do you want to rule as a dictator? And he goes, no, I prefer autocrat. That is pretty interesting. So he wants to be in 10 years, he looks at the NCR as consumers. And then he wants to fund space exploration and go up into space, and then fund interplanetary travel. And all this, it's pretty. This guy's got some plans, man. I tell you.
My judgment. I have no interest in abusing others, just as I have no interest in legislating or otherwise dictating what people do in their private time. Nor have I any interest in being worshipped as some kind of machine god messiah. I am impervious to such corrupting ambitions. But autocracy? Firm control in the hands of a technological and economic visionary? Yes, that Vegas shall have.
Well, hello,
All right, there we go. I finally got it. All right, this is so stupid. You actually have to go to the presidential suite, and then this dialogue will pop up, because for some reason you have to activate it by going there. I don't understand that. That's so dumb.
Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course.
There we go.
In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection.
Oh.
If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
So there's one here. I got some snow globes for Mr. House's collection.
You do?
8,000?
Well, that's just wonderful. I'll take them and put them with the rest of the collection.
Now, all right, so we're going to go. And of course, there's a ... there. Snow globe, Good Springs. So, presidential suite. Now, I was over here, and there they are, 4 of them. So there's 3 left. One's at Hoover Dam, because I haven't picked that one up yet. And then one's in Vault 21. I forgot to grab that. And there's another one. I can't remember which one it is. But I think I had them all. And if you do the DLCs, there are some in the DLCs. And they automatically get converted into caps. They don't come here because it was, obviously this thing existed before. So there we go. That has been bugging me because I wanted to do that so bad. I love doing the collectibles and, you know, like the bobbleheads and things like that. Oh, it's so much fun. Okay, now I failed all these missions with Kaiser. I don't know why. My assumption is, see, I lost Kaiser's favor, which is kind of concerning me because all this was, I'm a wild child. So I guess maybe because I agreed to, you know, I came back and talked to them. They know. And the problem is, though, I wanted to continue to work with him. I wanted to do the auto dock and stuff with Kaiser, you know, and all that, and try and kill him while he was sleeping. I thought I'd be able to do that. So I'm gonna go over and visit him though, and see if I can do anything with him. So yeah, I'm so glad I got the snow globes now. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna carry on. I'm gonna look, see if there's any other missions I can do. There's the Great Khans, but I wanted to go to Kaiser and see if I can work with him a little bit, and then we'll get back to Mr. House. I gotta do some research on the Brotherhood and see if that's something I have to do. If I have to do that DLC before this, then we might have to embark on that. So I think I'm going to cut it off here for this episode. Do a little bit of research because it's very unclear. I don't want to get rid of the Brotherhood until I don't want to screw up the DLC. I might be able to do the DLC without the Brotherhood though, because why would it exist, right? But I would like to see idolized on the Brotherhood thing, you know. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Mr. House. This is obviously bigger. I kind of figured it would be. So it'll be multiple parts here. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.